Demon Bune, crossing realms for riches and revelation. Mammon and Clawneck are the two most commonly summoned demons for increasing wealth and conditioning one's mind in that direction. But they are not mentioned at all in the Ars Goetia. In this integral text of Western magic, it is Bune who takes precedence as the primary demon of wealth and earthly prestige. He is described in the following manner. If you want to summon Bune, the following information will be very helpful. I will share with you reasons to summon this demon in ritual instructions so you can try this on your own if you are feeling inclined to do so. Reasons for summoning Bune. From the Ars Goetia's description alone we can deduce that Bune is a very versatile demon. Bune can provide some very interesting and unique services for a skilled magician. Change the place of the dead. A small minority of people have the psychic ability to communicate with the spirits of the deceased. Oftentimes they are haunted by visions, dreams or voices of the deceased who are struggling in the afterlife. They want to remove them from the sinister regions of the astral realm and bring them to those regions that are more pleasant and fortuitous. However, Bune can do so only for those spirits of the deceased that are under him, in the regions where he is the ruler. Therefore, the deceased spirit should be asked beforehand who is his designated ruler. Furthermore, Bune can only bring them as far as the sepulchres, to be interpreted as an astral region, that the magician is preparing to enter in the afterlife or is already able to enter freely through astral travel. How can a magician know what region that is? While there are many different ways of knowing, for example divination, if the magician has made a blood pact with another spirit to serve in the afterlife, it is this spirit's region that the magician will find himself in, for a limited period of time or indefinitely, based on the contract. Give riches and make wise and eloquent. By far the most popular reason for summoning Bune is to become wealthy, and to do so in style. Bune always provides a refined and classy avenue for making exorbitant amounts of money. Avenues that involve a distinguished career, elevated social status and a lavish lifestyle. Think of political dynasties, celebrities in the movie and music industry and prolific best-selling writers as the greatest recipients of Bune's favors and the ones that are already in large numbers waging a spiritual war under his banner. Give true answers unto demands. Bune can also be called upon for learning about current events and true reasons behind them in your personal life and the world at large. But he is not the best demon to summon for diving the distant past or future. In that case I recommend turning to Astaroth. Bune Summoning Ritual. The following ritual is very simple and can be used by anyone to summon Bune to varying degrees. As always, the degree of success depends on the practitioner's development and understanding of magic. By understanding, I am not only referring to theoretical knowledge of the mind, but the intuitive knowledge of the heart acquired by mystics and magicians after laborious initiatory trials. Visual and auditory effects can be enhanced by the use of substances that are able to expand the senses prior to taking ceremonial action. I will not mention any substances explicitly in this article. I don't condone their usage by those with inadequate experience, and if you do have experience then you don't need me telling you what to use and how. These are the ceremonial steps to follow. 1. Perform a water fast for at least 10 hours prior to this ritual. 1. That means not consuming anything other than water. 2. Wear bright and respectable clothing, preferably white or golden ceremonial robes. 3. Draw a small triangle on your forehead in the third eye/pineal gland region. 4. Using red chalk/paint create a pentagram on the floor and a circle surrounding it touching each of the 5 points. 5. Using blue chalk/paint create a smaller, equilateral triangle approximately 1 foot away from the circle. 6. Write along each side inside the triangle the following: delta epsilon nu mu pi omicron rho nu alpha beta gamma omega. 7. Carve Bune's sigil on a black candle, light it and place it in the middle of the triangle. 8. Bring a wand or a blade with you and stand at the center of the pentagram, Close your eyes and raise your arms to the sky, palms facing up, and say the following with a strong and inviting voice: Lord Bune, I invite you and your servants to this ritual communion. 8. I wish to speak to you, to share my desires and goals for the future. 8. Lend me your ear in this hour of need. 9. Then close your eyes and point your wand/blade held in right hand at the candle in the triangle. 9. Feel the energy building up in the triangle and visualize the candle flame growing in all directions and filling up the triangle with flames that are rising up to the ceiling, up to the sky, up to the highest regions of space. 9. Visualize an entity manifesting in the triangle, engulfed in flames. 10. Now, with your eyes closed, talk freely about what it is you want from Bune as if the demon was standing right there and listening to you. 10. At this point you might experience sounds, visions, feelings and/or bodily sensations that come out of nowhere. 10. A common sign when evoking Bune is a gust of wind passing through the room seemingly out of nowhere. 10. Even if you don't notice any signs, it has more to do with your ability to focus on details at this moment in time than whether you are doing everything correctly. 11. Once you've said your request, point the wand/blade on the triangle and draw an inverted pentagram in the air. 11. At the same time hold your left hand palm open and formed into a claw facing and seemingly holding the inverted pentagram in place. 11. Then, with your left hand/claw push the pentagram under the ground beneath the triangle. 11. You are doing this with your intent alone, still standing at the center of the circle pentagram. 12. To end the ritual, take a chalice, or a glass that resembles a chalice, pour some wine and drink most of it. 12. Put out the candle by pouring wine over it. 12. Then clean up the ritual space and resume your daily activities. 13. You can store the candle with Bune's sigil carving into a safe location and use it later for meditation upon his end or perhaps a new ritual later on. How Bune manifests during a ritual. When Bune appears in a visual sense, he does appear precisely as described in Ars Goetia, 3 heads resting on a draconic body. Depending on the nature of your request, one of these 3 heads will be animated and communicate with you, while the other 2 will remain unmoved, frozen like heads of a statue. If you asked for favor related to the dead, the head of the dog will be animated. Association with the 3-headed dog Cerberus can be mentioned in this context. If you asked for riches, the head of a man will be animated instead, as man is indeed the greediest of all earthbound creatures. If you asked for wisdom and answers, they will arrive through the head of a griffin. In all cases, Bune's voice remains the same, high and comely, refined, lovely. As I always like to remind my readership, not everyone will be privileged enough to experience a direct communication with a demon, especially not on their first attempt at ceremonial magic. So don't be discouraged if you experience a lack of visual or auditory signs. In such a situation, focus on what you can intuit from your emotions and energetic changes within the ritual space. What to expect after the ritual? Allow me to offer you some advice and encouragement. Impatience is the greatest mistake you can make in magic. So many people perform a ritual and then estimate how many minutes, hours or days has passed since then, wondering when the magical result will finally arrive on their doorstep. This is a very primitive and unrefined approach to magic. You must let go and allow the demon to do its work. By all means, go out of your way to assist Bune in materializing your goal by actually trying to make more money by engaging in business dealings or become more eloquent by taking a public speaking course. But don't sit impatiently at home with your arms crossed stressing about the impact of Bune's influence or lack thereof. Trust me, everyone, even those of us who've been dealing with demons for years and after having experienced real visions and exceptional material results, still carry a small seed of doubt in our minds when things don't manifest immediately. But guess what? Most of the time, what you asked for arrives sooner or later, and it happens without any special announcement and fireworks. You'll realize that it happened once, it's already been there for a while, because the way it manifested was very real and down to earth. The real question is, would your desire manifest if you didn't summon Bune, Paimon, Asmodeus or some other demon? It's impossible to say, but why even risk a defeat when you can ask for powerful demonic assistance and ensure your victory?